Now, if you didn't catch that in Mr. Tim's video, overall his building ended up being a 50 by 110. I believe, yes. And that's a massive building. So we want to highlight that. Now, going through, I'll be right back. Just me in the studio today, but we're here, going through the building. Look at this. This is where he ended the video right here. That's his tractor, his equipment, fueling station, all that. Again, I want to highlight, here's these gutters, and he has them all running down the down pipes, pushing it from the building. Beautiful, everything's so well thought of. You can even see some of the gutter brushes here. That's going to keep that debris out. Let me know how the gutter brushes are working for you, Mr. Tim. Now, moving along, we're going to have from delivery to completion, as we always like to do on these spotlights. But this is when the truck got there. The driver is dropping everything off. You can see the post protectors, the posts, all of the materials here. And that's the machinery getting everything off, unloading, putting it into the yard, getting it ready. This is once you see the pad is done already here. The posts are going into the ground in the post protectors. Everything is getting framed. We have all of our exterior walls going up here. Gutter brushes work great. Phenomenal. Hopefully that takes gutter duty tasks down a whole lot. But as you can see here, things are getting put into the ground, and we're a little bit further ahead, obviously, but the exterior framing has been done. I see a bunch of the trusses are being installed here. That's actually what's happening here. Have a truss being put from there. Everything is being held up nice. Lots of wood already. Moving along, looks like they have this back area, the taller section framed out. Look at all those trusses. Like he was saying, that's just an enormous amount of wood that's used here. Another shot of that. You see the next area has been completed here. Wow. And this is them working on it. Look, again, look at all that insane amount of wood. And this all became that building you guys saw in the first slide. Blows my mind even every time watching the processes. Now, here they're starting to put up, they're beginning to put up what they need for the walls. Starting to get that insulated, the wrap in there. You can see the beginning process of that. There is a door already, and it seems that there is the windows as well, working around that, getting ready to put the walls up. See in this picture, it's on the other side, but this is what that looks like. So here you can see they wrapped everything, prepared it, got all that going here, and then this is what it looks like next with the walls, the metal up on the walls. Beautiful. Look at this roof line. That's gorgeous. Now, again, here is the other side. Again, there's the door, the windows. This is what that completed section looks like. Leaving some openings for the roll-up door here. And this green is just amazing, Mr. Tim. Great choices. And so here's the front of the area. That's the wing as well, the front gable on this one. Everything's getting ready, getting wrapped for the walls to go up. Top of the roof line. Everything from the inside view. The house section has trusses on 2-foot spacing, 8-foot post spacing. AJ said that pushes the house section when ready. Wow, so okay, Mr. Tim just commented, for those of you who may be on YouTube, he says the house section, the trusses are on a 2-foot truss spacing, as well as 8-foot post spacing. According to our calculations, that puts the house for around the 160 mile an hour wind rating. I'd love to hear what the roof load is on that, but he has this building in Colony Green with super roof and trim. And the roof is definitely super. Look at all the different, the trusses, and you can see there's the spacing he talked about, the 2-foot truss spacing. So this is an overhead view of the finished product. Again, you can see the gutters with the gutter brush guards, the offset on the roof heights. Beautiful. What was that offset? 12 foot to 10 foot, Mr. Tim. The offset, a 2-foot offset. Here's where we exited again. Beautiful building. So after all that, he had mentioned he's going to park his fifth wheel. He ended up getting his fifth wheel into the shop. You see some lights are up. As he said, there's the ceiling fans, the lights, 6 foot difference. I read that wrong. Anyway, there's the fifth wheel parked and in there, good to go. Beautiful building, Mr. Tim. Thank you so much, Mr. Tim, again, for everything you do. 10 foot to 16 foot offset. Let's go back and see that now that we have some information. So this is a 10 foot section and it's offset. This is a 16 foot section. So that's the 6 foot difference that we're talking about right there. And you can see here as well, 6 foot. And you can see from this area also, this is what it looks like finished. Beautiful. So if I noticed, Mr. Tim, it looks like you used common trusses in one section and vaulted trusses in another section. Unless, or was it common throughout? Nope, I believe it is common throughout. No? Looks to be vaulted. So you have common in this lower section and vaulted in the higher section. I'll give it a moment, but if you could explain that, we're just going to look at this while you're doing that. Look at all this wood. But the amount of trusses, how stout that roof has to be. Common in-house for flat ceiling. That makes perfect sense. Make it more residential feel. Well, Mr. Tim, I know you are doing a lot of the work yourself. I know you're taking that route, choosing to go a little longer, but when you have that nice fifth wheel, it makes it a little easier. But hopefully, this project is wrapped up soon for you. I cannot wait to see what the inside on the residential side looks like. The shop is looking great from what we see here. Let's see, between here and the walkthrough of your video. Just look at all the clearance on that 16 foot clearance, you guys. That's well over 20 feet at the center of the shop. He has, it looks like a little loft area to the next section here over the residential side. Beautiful, functional, beautiful and functional. But that is going to be our show for today. Mr. Tim, thank you so much for first and foremost always being willing to share Mallett and talk to others about what we got going on here. You are highly appreciated. I consider you a friend. Thank you so much for always being willing to answer questions and help those in need and showing them your beautiful building. I cannot wait for it to be finished. You and Miss Charlene. Beautiful taste, wonderful job, and I love what you got going on with it. The tractor area is beautiful, well thought out. Love it. Love everything about it. Thank you for being our first Mallett Elite Ambassador, you guys. We haven't mentioned that one. Elite Ambassador is an invite-only section of our ambassador program, you guys. Mr. Tim, thank you for being the first to enter the Elite Ambassador Club. If you want to be involved in that, again, comment ambassador and we will send you all the information. You too can be on the level of the legend, Mr. Tim Tackett. But that is our show. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed anything, please comment cash because you can get $1,000 off your next Mallett building. And also, if you think somebody you know could get anything from this video or learn a little bit from Mr. Tim Tackett, please be sure to like and share the video with them. You never know how it could affect their buying journey. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Tyler, and we won't see you tomorrow, but we'll see you Monday with Mr. Darryl for another episode of Engineering Monday with his jokes and amazing information. Can't wait to see you guys. Have a phenomenal weekend. Talk soon.